West Red Lake Gold just put out another set of drill results, and the big message from these results is this is why Red Lake rocks are worth the effort. Okay, so as anyone who's watching these videos probably knows, the rocks of the Red Lake district of Ontario, which is where our Madsen mine is located, they carry really high-grade gold. They've produced 30 million ounces over the last 100 years. They carry quite a lot of gold, but the mineralization is not particularly easy. For example, it's not sort of evenly spread along a vein. It occurs in lenses, nuggets, pockets, pieces. It is to manage that discontinuity that we drill Madsen to 7-meter spacing before we mine the deposit. It just takes that much data to model the deposit with enough accuracy and resolution that you can mine the gold effectively. But when you put that effort into these Red Lake deposits, they often repay you with really phenomenal gold mineralization. The Red Lake mine that's down the road from our Madsen mine, Red Lake is the mine that built Goldcorp into the company that it was. It's been operating for 80 years, and a good chunk of those years have been standout years because that deposit keeps offering up pockets of particularly rich mineralization. They're known as jewelry boxes in the Red Lake area. We found our first such jewelry box in South Austin, in that high-grade pocket that generated all those standout drill results that we reported in the first half of this year. And we will be mining that area. I should note, we will start mining that area by the end of this year. Okay, I'm talking about all of this because we just found our second such pocket or jewelry box. And it's in the lower part of the Austin zone. Just a lay of the land here, the main deposit at Madsen has 2 big chunks to it, Austin and South Austin. So we found our first lens partway down South Austin. Now we're drilling deeper in Austin, and that's where we found our second jewelry box type area. Now this is an area that we targeted precisely because the data, we have a lot of data on this deposit, suggested that it had good potential to host really strong gold mineralization, and our first rounds of drilling have confirmed exactly that. The best results of the lot that we just announced include 139 grams per ton gold over 7.8 meters, 75 grams per ton gold over 8.7 meters, and 18 grams per ton gold over 7.5 meters. Those are really nice grades over nice broad intercepts. And I want to set the stage a bit here. We, as West Red Lake Gold, we're the first to get underground drills into this area since it was last mined in the 1950s and 1960s. So let's extrapolate that idea a little bit. As we started mining at Madsen, we've been in areas that have been mined several times over in the historic operation at Madsen, and then twice oftentimes in the 2000s. But the deeper we get at Madsen, the more we are getting into and will be able to get into to drill and mine areas that haven't been touched for decades. And in some cases, as we get deeper again, we'll get into areas that haven't been mined at all. Ounces per vertical meter at Madsen rise pretty dramatically for exactly this reason as you get deeper. And that fact stands before doing the tight space definition drilling. That is what it usually takes to define these pockets or jewelry boxes of really strong gold. So we're really excited to keep getting deeper at Madsen because we believe that this deposit has a lot more to give. So that's the context for this batch of drill results. We've hit into a new high-grade pocket at Madsen, deeper in the Austin zone, and it feels like the kind of jewelry box that Red Lake deposits have been known to offer up to the teams that put in the work in this district. It's a really nice validation of why we're excited to be putting Madsen back into production, for what we know we have and for what we think we will still discover.